Oh, you scared me there, friends and family. I wasn't expecting to see you so early here in the country kitchen this afternoon. Yep, Gracie done failed me again. Let y'all sneak on in. But you're just in time because we're about ready to start prepping for a fantastic meal. One that was done on Sundays and on holidays many times since I was growing up. It wasn't like we were going to have it every week or every month. Here again, special occasions. So throw your coats off, pull up a chair, or you can come help too, whatever you want to do. Well, as you can see, you're going to need a few things, as always when I'm cooking. And let me show you what we got all going on here. Yeah, I know, looks like a pile, but it ain't that bad. So, what do we got? We got some fine russet potatoes, some carrots, and just because we got them, we got some radishes. And you might wonder what we're going to be doing today. Well, we're doing Sunday supper roast chicken. Yep, sure are. So we got a nice fine chicken here. From Sanderson Farms we do. And it's a big one. This will make many meals for Mr. Tom. It's 5.63 pounds. And it cost me $1.30 a pound. But these are the root vegetables that we'll be having with our Sunday supper roast chicken. Oh yeah. Gonna need some butter. We're gonna be using salted sweet cream butter. You can use unsalted if that's what makes your heart happy. But you can really use any vegetables you want to use. These are what I got, so these are what we're going with. And you're gonna have to season it, because life's all the more better if it's seasoned. And we're going to be using us some celery seed, some poultry seasoning, some rosemary, parsley flakes, and garlic powder, and of course onion powder, black pepper, and iodized salt. You can use regular salt, Redmond's, Himalayan pink salt, whatever you want to do. Well, I'm old school. I'm going with this. And you also need some onions. I just noticed. I forgot the onions. Hold on. Really good thing that y'all showed up when you did. And reminded me. We almost forgot the onions. And what we got here in our little old Ziploc bag is we've got 2 medium to large yellow onions sliced in half. Now, we will be cutting them up into about, we'll cut them in half again and cut them in half again. So we'll get 8 pieces to an onion. And that's all we'll be doing with them. You can use sweet onions, you can use red onions, or you can just leave the onions out. But I really wish you wouldn't. You're going to need a small mixing bowl, and I'll show you what that's all about. And you're going to need something to put the chicken, along with all those lovely vegetables over there, in, to get her on in the oven. And today, I have drug out my grandma's porcelain blue or blue porcelain roaster that she gave me a very long time ago. Only bring it out for special occasions. Otherwise I keep it hidden in the back of the cupboard for safekeeping. Hopefully I'll pass that down to my daughter or my son, whoever grabs it first, I guess. So that's what you're going to need. And if I've left anything out as we go, I'll mention it. So, y'all take a seat, get some snacks, and let's start putting together fantastic Sunday supper roast chicken today, right here with me and Gracie in the little old country kitchen. Okay? So we got our veggies all prepped up here. Simple. You can see the carrots, how we chunked them up. You know, I'd say about 1 inch. Potatoes, about the same size. Now on the radishes, we just cleaned them up, cut off any bad pieces that we had, and we left them whole. They'll be just fine. So it wasn't too hard. And like I say, you can use any root vegetables you want. And then we've had our butter softening up over here. It wasn't cooperating. So we had to stick it in the toaster oven there for a little bit, sort of help it along. And now we're ready to show you what you do with this butter. We got our butter all softened up here. I'm just going to give it a quick chop for right now with a butter knife. Okay? We'll be doing more to it in just a minute. Okay? And that was 1 stick of salted butter. You can use unsalted if you want. Whatever you like. Now we got to spice it up some. Because this is going to be our herbal butter. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put us in a 1/2 teaspoon of poultry seasoning right there. You know, it's got all those things like margarine, thyme, and everything in it. And then we're going to put us in a 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed in there. Parsley flakes will be next. We're going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of them as well, the parsley flakes. Rosemary, about a 1/4 teaspoon. If you don't like rosemary, don't use rosemary, okay? And then we're going to put us in 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Oh yeah. And 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. You can see this is going to be flavorful, right? And while we're at it, we're going to try put us in about, well, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. That pepper's hard to manage. Same way with the salt. I like pepper, so a little bit more, a little bit less. Ain't gonna make no difference. And 1/4 teaspoon salt. There you have it. Then get you out a mixer. I'm just using regular kitchen fork. We're just going to take that softened butter now, and we're just going to smash all those herbs right on into it. This is not a time to use a whisk, trust me on that. Because a whisk will just become more of a mess than this fork's going to be. And you're just going to want to mix it all up really, really good. So there's your herbal butter right there. All ready to season up some chicken and our root veggies too. Oh yeah. So the only thing left to do is get our chicken ready to go in this pot that we've already sprayed down with some of that there cooking spray. So let me get it all ready to go and get her stuck in the pot, and I'll show you what you got to do next. So we went ahead and got our chicken ready, and it's in the pot waiting. But another thing I got to do is I got to give these here root veggies a little bit more seasoning before we do what we're going to do. And this I don't measure. I just go ahead and sprinkle me in what I want. like parsley, probably about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's parsley flakes. Then I get my poultry seasoning out, and if you don't know what's in it, it's coriander, sage, thyme, allspice, marjoram, and white pepper. And I just give it a good sprinkling in there. Woo! That'll make it more better right there. A little touch of garlic powder, not too much. You know, you just can't go wrong with garlic. Sprinkle of some of that there pure ground black pepper. And some salt. Just like that. And just to make sure it all sticks the way it should and everything stays moist in the oven, we're just going to drizzle ever so little olive oil in there. Don't take a lot. Probably about a tablespoon or so. That'll just keep everything moist. And that was extra virgin, by the way. And then just get a hand in there and get all those spices, olive oil, everything all mixed around really good. Don't take a lot. It's going to make one of your hands messy, but hey, olive oil will keep it soft, right? And there you have it. Potatoes are all ready for the next step. Right there. Let me wash my hands, okay? So now, we got to get working on the star of the show. The chicken. We'll get our veggies over here, because we're going to do something sort of kind of special with them. We're going to take and open up the cavity here. Just like that. We're going to take some veggies. We're going to plop on in there too. And we're just going to stuff them on in there. Fill up that cavity. Yep. And the rest, we're going to try to fit all around this nice chicken. It's going to be a full pot. Surely it is. We'll try to get them all in there. Best we can. We can put a little on the sides there. That'll help. Now, there's one thing I forgot. Getting old. But I forgot to get out the onion. So hold on, and I'll be right back. So we got the onion here. And now, we're just going to take a little bit of that onion. I had two that I peeled, but considering how big that chicken is, it's not looking like I'm going to get all the onion in there. We'll get as much as we can. Okay, looks like we got one in there. That'll have to work. I like onion. Now, what we got to do with the herbal butter. And the first thing you want to do, you want to pick up the skin here on those breasts, and you want to work your fingers all the way down in there and make like a pocket. Okay? And then you're just going to take that butter right there by the spoonfuls, lay it on in there, slide it off using your skin. Ain't magic. Get her down in there good. Get it down in the bottom, up in the top. Press it on down so it goes down in the front of that breast as well. Of course, once it heats up, it'll all permeate all throughout this chicken. And it will add a lot of flavor to that breast meat. And it'll also keep it from drying out. So we've got it all in there. Not all of it. Because I did tell you we were going to have some of this to make the potatoes all more better. Of course, that juice is going to come out too. We're going to take the rest of it that we can scrape out of here as much as we can. And this is when you get to play with your food some. And we're just going to put that on top of the veg. And that. Yep, playing with our food. Just smearing it all over the veggies. Oh yeah. Don't worry about those ones in the cavity not having any. Everything we had up in that breast is going to be coming through, dripping all over those veggies in that cavity. Rub whatever you got left all over the top of that chicken. Get as much as you can. There we go. That skin's going to have a good flavor too. Trust me that. So like always, especially since we've been handling chicken, we're going to go ahead and wash up again. So the only thing left is to get it in the oven. Now what we've done is we've set the oven to 375. And we'll be cooking it for 25 minutes a pound. That's why you got to remember to check how many pounds your chicken is. So for this chicken, at 5.6 pounds, it's going to take 2 hours and 20 minutes, approximately. Depends on, how your oven cooks. I know mine pretty good, so that's going to work out. But as always, what you're going to want to do is when you do take it out, you take your meat thermometer and you stick it in the thickest part of the thigh. And that should be minimum 165 to 170. And then you're good to go. But now, we're going to put the cover on for the first, probably 2 hours. Then we're going to take it off to brown up the top of that chicken. Make that skin all crispy. Now there's another thing to know too about temperature. If you go lower, you won't get the fats all getting crispy and frying like at 350. But if you go 375 to 400, everything starts frying and makes everything crispy. Now technically, while that cover's on there, because I know there's some chefs out there and foodies, I'm baking. But then, when I take it off, I'll be roasting. It's the way I do it. It's the way my mama did it, my grandmama, my great-grand, and probably my great-great-grand. So now, we'll get her in the oven, and we'll come back in 2 hours, pop the lid off, let her brown up, at which time I can show you what we got. Okay? Watch out, Gracie. Gotta get in the oven. Come on. Can't be near that oven. It's smoking hot. Trust me, it is. Ooh, yes it is. Didn't mean to shoo you off there, Gracie. I know you're waiting for some of that chicken. But it's gonna be a while. Okay? And yes, as you can see, Gracie's right there. She's been all underneath me. Because she knows Papa's cooking up some chicken. And she can't wait. Can you, Gracie? She's been in there the whole entire day. Well, y'all, it's been 2 hours. So let's pull it out of that oven and check, see how it's coming so far, okay? Hold on. It's hot. Ooh, my. It is hot in here. And it is heavy, too. Woo. Get that top pulled off. Oh, look at there. I didn't want to show you all that. See that right there? It's already browning. Oh yeah. That's why they call this a roasting pan. And we're going to check and see what the temperature is with our, old school thermometer. See if it's where we want it. Because it's good and brown right now. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. At 2 hours, let me show it to you. See that right there? It's already up to about 182. Look how brown it is. And I led you on. You thought I was going to have to take the lid off to roast it. Well, old folks knew something back in the day. And this is what they call a roasting pan. And that's exactly what it did. So, it's all ready to go. At just 2 hours. Yes, it is. We'll check the other side. Just to make sure. Yep, it's good too. So we're going to leave it right there and let it rest a bit with the lid off. And probably what I'll try for tonight is a couple of those drumsticks. Yeah, because there's a whole lot of chicken, even considering the kitty crew. And what you might not be able to see is all those juices down on in there. We'll have to get a few of the veg out, and then we can spoon over some of that delicious juice all over these potatoes, carrots, and radishes, and on your own. So let's let it rest. I'll get a plate out. We'll serve some up and see how good it is. So there you have it. There's the finished plate. There's that there oven roasted in the old roasting pan. 3 generations now and still cooking. Nicely browned, ever so juicy. There's the roasted potatoes, carrots, and these little pale pink things, that's the radishes, in case you just didn't know. And we're having some French style green beans with a couple of spring onions. But you know, we got to do some taste tests here. And I know one thing y'all are going to be interested in, and that's what the radishes taste like. So we're going to try them too. Plus, we'll get us a little chicken. First, we're going to try this chicken. You see how juicy that is? All that buttery herbal goodness. Oh yeah. You can't get no better than that. I don't even care if you're Martha Stewart. So y'all, let's give the chicken some try. Taste test. See how it is. Ooh. Oh yeah. That is marvelous. It's got me tearing up. Well, maybe because it's after 9 too. But that is good. And we're gonna grab us some of that there radish and a piece of carrot right there and give it a try too. If you haven't tried roasting you some radishes with your roast chicken, next time chunk a few in. Let me know how you like it. Well, I'm thinking you'll find it ever so tasty. I'm getting hungry and it's late, and I even made up giblet gravy too, but I ain't going there tonight. We'll have that tomorrow night, because that chicken right there, I'm having one meal with the drumsticks tonight. I'll probably have another or lunch with the thighs. The breast will be another 4 meals. And then the carcass, picking all the meat off of it and all that juicy goodness down with all those potatoes, carrots, and radishes. No. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to put that in a mason jar and save it for the next time. We want to do some chicken noodle soup. What do y'all think? So that's about it, y'all. We got to get to eating. Hope you enjoyed cooking up some Sunday supper roasted chicken here with me, and as you saw, Gracie in the little country kitchen. So until I, Gracie, and Kitty Crew, I'll see y'all on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and God bless you as you bless others. Hey, good night for now. Well, may not make the cover. Better Homes and Garden, or Good Housekeeping, or even Southern Living. But I don't care. I'm gonna enjoy it. Time to eat, folks. Later.